Welcome back, bud. Looking good, looking like a stud.
Aw, shucks. Thanks.
Happy you're back here. You know, you were in the building not too long ago. You made a cameo on Saturday Night Live with Sydney Sweeney when she hosted it. What was that like?
Yeah, it was pretty epic. I mean, I've always wanted to do Saturday Night Live my whole life, so to be obviously in your old halls, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, and were you nervous at all doing it live, or was it exciting?
Well, I knew I was going to do the monologue, so Sydney and I kind of planned this little bit.
You didn't know you were going to be in the sketch?
No. The sketch was, like, told to me by Lorne, like, I mean, you probably do a better Lorne impression than I do, but we're sitting there, like, you know, having a cocktail below the bleachers. I'm thinking, like, we're kind of done, and then he's like, you know, I have this idea, you know, like maybe you're in the next sketch. And I'm like, wait, what do you mean? And he's like, you know, we'll figure out a way to kind of end this sketch. And he just, 15 minutes before, I'm like, do I have a line? What am I doing? So,
that's really
yeah. So I mean,
that's live
it's
TV.
The pace of it that was very exciting. And look, I don't know if I nailed it, but hopefully I'm invited back.
No, you nailed it. You nailed it, buddy. You were great. They love you. They love you. You know I'm a fan, but you're in this new film, Hitman, and you are getting great reviews, buddy. Congratulations on that. The movie is certified fresh, Rotten Tomatoes. It's a fresh tomato. You also co-wrote it with the director, Richard Linklater, who's one of my all-time faves. I love that guy. He's been on the show before.
Yeah, Rick and I did one of my first movies with Rick, Fast Food Nation, when I was like, you know, 14-year-old in Austin. And, you know, so we got to write this thing together, and, you know, it's been kind of crazy because, like, actually I got to collaborate with him on a movie called Everybody Wants Some, which is like the spiritual sequel to Dazed and Confused, if anybody's ever seen it. It's a great movie.
It's a fantastic movie.
Yeah, so
I love that
movie. Rick actually came on your show probably, I don't know, 9 years ago.
Yeah.
And he was talking, he showed a clip from Everybody Wants Some on the show, and you called me out in the clip. And it was like the greatest day of my life that Jimmy Fallon said my name on the show. So yeah, this feels very full circle that I'm actually invited this time.
Yeah. No, of course. I don't really. We have it? We have the clip. I don't really remember. Here's the clip. Let's take a look at this interview.
I got more clothes than Muhammad Ali, and I dress so viciously. I got bodyguards, I got 2 big cars, it definitely ain't the way. Tell me, Dale. I got a Lincoln Continental.
It's the most fun movie. That's just a clip of a taste of it.
Who goes on for a while?
Who's the guy in the passenger seat?
Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell.
Yeah, he plays Finn.
Man, he runs away. He's just got a couple scenes in there where I go,
He's amazing.
yeah, it's your movie, man.
So fun, man. No, it's like,
Wow.
yeah, dude.
That's fantastic. I'm happy.
Thanks for saying my name. You're really responsible for all
Yeah,
this.
no. You're so good. I mean, Hitman, it's where you shot it was in Texas. When it premieres, you'll be out there. And that exact same day, you're being inducted into the Texas Film Hall of Fame. Yeah. I mean, that's got to mean something.
No, it's awesome. It's awesome. I mean, obviously, you know, born and raised in Austin, Texas, and you know, the theater that I'm being inducted into this thing is where I did my first musical. So I was like, you know, I did Sound of Music, and I did Music Man, Oliver, and so it's all happening at this theater that I get to kind of get this award at. So it's all very full circle, and to do it with Richard Linklater, who's you know, a hero and now a friend. It's great.
That's the best. We've talked, I think, to Matthew McConaughey, who I think is also inducted. He's a Texas guy himself.
I mean, McConaughey is Texas.
McConaughey is Texas. He is, yeah. Have you ever met Matthew McConaughey?
You know, McConaughey are now pals, but my first time meeting McConaughey was out at Linklater's ranch. So, you know, Richard Linklater has this great ranch in Bastrop, Texas. And, you know, that's where we kind of rehearsed Everybody Wants Some. That's where I have a lot of really special memories. So I was on Christmas break. I wanted to go out to Rick's ranch with my dad and just like go walk around the property. And so we're taking a walk around the property, and I say, hey, can we go to the library where we kind of rehearsed all that stuff? And he goes, you know, I think Matthew's in there. And I said, Matthew? I'm like, maybe it's McConaughey.
Maybe it's the Matthew, but I want to be cool about it.
Matthew. So I, you know, I kind of opened the door, and there's this kind of sliver of light that hits this guy, and he's like, hey, whoa, hold on. And he's like, hey.
That's a great. I've never heard that impression of Matthew. Wait.
Hold on. And so he was in there writing Greenlights, his book, at the time. So he goes, wait, well, I know you. He's like, Glenn, yeah. He's like, I know you. And then my dad did not see him yet. So he steps out into the light, out of the door, and then he goes, now, who are you? And my dad goes, oh, I have a picture of you next to my bed.
All right, Dad. I think we drank enough, Dad. I think we drank enough.
I look at my dad. I'm like,
What are you talking about?
Stop doing this, Dad. Whatever this is, stop.
What's he talking about?
There's this University of Texas magazine called The Ecaldi. McConaughey is on the cover. So he goes, no, it's I have the University of Texas magazine next to my bed. And Matthew goes, that is my favorite photo shoot I have ever done in my whole life, let me tell you. And he grabs him by the shoulder and they become best friends. It was great.
He's a charming man.
Very charming man. He's a great man.
I like that guy. Let's talk about Hitman. This movie, it's inspired by a true story. Can you set up what this...
So I found this article about this guy named Gary Johnson, who is a psychology professor who sort of moonlights with the police department as a undercover, he's basically a fake hitman for the police department. When people are trying to kill their husbands or their wife or their business partner, he's the guy sitting across from you that you think is a hitman, but he's actually a cop. So
you're confessing that you want to murder your spouse and you recorded it all.
Exactly, it's all sting operations, but the thing that made this guy different was that because hitmen don't really exist, he puts on all these disguises and accents and all this stuff in order to complete your fantasy of what you think a hitman is. So I get to play all these different characters in this movie.
You're phenomenal in this. It has so many characters. Look at all these characters that you play in the film. This is... this is fun.
I mean, this guy's especially nightmarish, whatever that is.
Yeah, whatever that guy walks in the room, I'm afraid, yeah. And did you get method? Did you get really into these characters?
As I'm kind of trying to develop these characters, I would sometimes walk outside in New Orleans, where we shot it, with all these different, hair and costumes and all that stuff. So I went to this coffee shop that was near my house, and someone ended up recognizing me, and they go, are you Glenn Powell? And I had these, and I go, yeah.
Wait, look at camera one there.
This is my new dental work.
That's fantastic. That's good. That's a good fake teeth right there. That is fantastic.
A lot of people, when things start going on in Hollywood, they get work, but usually it's not.
It's not that work, no.
Good,
You got to save that. That's good. Congrats on the great reviews. I want to show a clip. Here's Glenn Powell in Hitman. Take a look.
You're not a hitman. You can't be. You cuddled puppies, you played with kids. You've opened every door for me tonight, and yet you kill people for money.
Chivalry may be dead, but I didn't kill him.
And I tried looking you up and nothing. It's like you don't even exist.
I guess I'm just your fantasy.
Okay. We'll see about that. How many? Oh yeah, I do want to know. What, does a gentleman not kill and tell?
Okay, for the record, I love people.
And yet you killed him.
Not just randomly. It's always with a purpose. To protect. And make no mistake, there are some people who need killing.
Yeah. Glenn Powell, everyone. Hitman is in select theaters May 24th and on Netflix June 7th.
Hey, hey.